Hey there, what's up? My name is Tessa. I'm a college student and I have a very unique life because I tend to be the person that always has awkward stuff happen to them. So, some of my friends told me that I should start a video blog and just tell some stories from my life. So, welcome. Worst comes to worst, this can at least remind me of all the awkward situations that I try to forget whenever I'm having a bad day or something like that. Anyway, so to start off, I'm gonna start with my one of my most embarrassing moments. You know, everyone loves to ask people, "Hey, what's your most embarrassing moment?" And this is my go-to answer every time. So here it is. One time, I borrowed a DVD from one of my friends, and it was actually The Emperor's New Groove. If you guys have seen it, you would understand why I needed to give it back. I wanted to keep it. And if I kept it any longer, it was going to stay with me forever. So, I tried a few times to return this DVD to one of my friends, and didn't happen. He was living in a dorm across campus, and it just never worked out. So finally, I called him up one day because I was planning on taking it when I was on that side of campus, and he didn't answer. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I know two of the three of his roommates. Surely one of them is probably in there. So I called another one, and he was like, well, I'm not there, but probably, someone's there, so you can go over there and just get the desk to call up, and they'll come and get it from you. And I was like, okay, really? What are the odds that the only person in that room is the one that I don't know? That's what I thought walking over. So I have the DVD, I'm going my merry way over there, and when I get over there, I go to the front desk and I'm like, hey, can you call whatever the dorm room was, I don't even remember now, and, tell them that I'm down here to give a DVD back. And the guy looked at me and he was like, do you want to talk to them? And I was like, no, I don't want to talk to them. I don't know them. I mean, I might, but probably don't. And he's like, okay, weird, crazy girl. And so he called, and it rang, and it rang, and it rang, and no one answered. And I was getting quite frustrated, which I don't really know why. Not really someone that gets frustrated easily. But it's the fact that I'd walked all the way over there, so far across campus, not really, to give this DVD back. So I was a little frustrated, and I was like, really? Come on. You told me someone would be here. I walked over here. There's supposed to be someone here. Why is there no one here? And as I'm having this little mental rant to myself, I turn around, and out of the door where, the rooms are, walks the guy that I don't personally know, but I know is one of his roommates. And I just look at him, and I go, you're the one that I need! And then I run towards him and I start yelling at him, I know you don't know me, but I know you, and I just have this DVD and I really need to give it back to you. And as I'm yelling this, my voice is getting louder and louder and more high-pitched and more high-pitched. And I realize he has no idea who I am at all. And so in the middle of my rant, when I'm just like, I need to give you this DVD, please take it from me, it's Brandon's, I just really need to give it to someone, please just take it. I stop, and I look at him, and I go, my name is Tessa. Shake his hand, and he goes, okay, so I need to take this DVD, and I'm just like, yeah, can you please take it? And he's just like, sure, whatevs. And I was like, okay, cool, well, thanks. Alright, so, embarrassing. But then, to make it even worse, the next day, I was walking around with some of my other friends, and I saw this guy that I had screamed at, on the sidewalk. My friends didn't see him, and I, whispered to myself, and I was like, oh gosh. And so they looked over, and they had no idea that this had happened. And they're like, oh, hey man, what's up? So, of course, we have to walk over there and talk to him. Of course. And so we walk over there, and when we get over there, It's kind of dark outside, and so they're talking, and then the guy looks at me and he goes, I don't know, have we met before? And I just look at him, and look at him, and I go, I'm Tessa. And he looks at me and he goes, oh. And that was the last interaction we ever had. So the only impression that I've made on him is screaming at him. So, anyway, there's my go-to embarrassing story. It's pretty much the epitome of my life. So, tune in next time for another random, embarrassing, awkward story from my life.